Hi, welcome back, or welcome if you're new. For those of you who have done my videos before, you'll see we're in a different spot. So we're practicing today from Yoga Space Yorkshire, which is a beautiful studio near Bedale in North Yorkshire, and it's somewhere I teach on a Wednesday morning. So if you are in the area and want to come join class, then please do. It's such a beautiful space. It feels lovely to be in. It's all set up for yoga. So as soon as you walk through the door, you feel wonderful and calm and ready to practice. So that would be a nice place to film you some videos. So our practice today is going to be looking at some of the warrior poses. When I say some, I mean all three. So we're going to do warrior 1 into warrior 3, and then we'll do a little flow through warrior 2 as well. So by the end of it, you should hopefully be feeling nice and strong and ready to take on whatever comes towards you. So whenever you're ready, make sure you're wearing something comfortable and hop on the mat. We'll start in Tadasana, so standing with feet hip distance apart, standing up nice and tall, shoulders down and back, lowering the gaze or closing the eyes. And just taking a moment here to center yourself and bring yourself into the practice. Notice how you're feeling in this moment. Are you feeling a little frantic and you need to take a few deep breaths to center yourself? Or are you feeling a little tired and you need to find some energy in the body, connect to that prana, that life force? So without judgment or analyzing, just notice how you feel in this moment. Connecting into the breath, that steady inhale and exhale. Trying to breathe through the nose, if you can. Finding an even inhale and an even exhale. Sending that breath right the way to the center of the body. And then with your next inhale, we're going to take the arms out and up, reaching up towards the ceiling. You can keep your eyes closed or you can take a little peek at me. We're going to take hold of the left wrist with the right hand. I will mirror. And then you're bending to the right, stretching through the right side of the body. Inhale, coming up to center, swap the grip, and over to the left. Inhale, back to center. We'll go once more to either side. So swap the grip over to the right. See if you can reach a little further. Create space all through the side body. Inhale, center. Swap the grip and over to the other side. Great. Inhaling, center. Release the hands. Have a nice bend in the knees. Exhale, we'll fold forward over the legs. So don't worry about getting your full forward fold just now. Just start to wake up those hamstrings, glutes, all the back of the legs. Weight slightly forwards towards the toes. Crown of the head heading down towards the mat. If you feel dizzy at all, you can always come up to halfway instead and work here in this halfway position. This can be good if you've got any blood pressure problems, any heart problems, glaucoma, anything like that. Halfway can be good. Otherwise, hands onto the mat or the legs. Thinking about lengthening that upper body down towards the mat. And then a little bend in the knees. We'll inhale, take the arms out and up as you draw yourself all the way back up to standing. Exhale, hands down to prayer in front of the heart. Lovely. We're going to take a little back bend, so nice bend in the knees. Tuck the tailbone under, lift the ribcage, lift the chest, lifting the heart up towards the ceiling. Inhale to center, exhale, folding forward over those legs again. Hands down onto the mat or onto the legs. We'll inhale to look up and lengthen again. Hands can come onto the legs. They don't have to stay down on the mat. Exhale, folding forward over both legs. Great, keep that bend in the knees as you inhale, bring the arms out and up, draw yourself all the way up to standing. Little bend in the knees, tuck the tailbone, lift the ribcage, lift the chest, little back bend with the arms lifted this time. Open the heart up towards the ceiling. Inhale, center. Exhale, folding forward over both legs. Great, settle into that forward fold. Weight forwards towards the toes. Then we're going to pop the left hand down either between the feet or you can pop it on the left leg. Little bend into the left knee. We'll reach up with the right hand, looking towards that right hand. It should increase the stretch down the right leg, getting a twist through the spine. Exhale, lower that right hand down, so right hand between the feet or on the right leg. Bend into the right knee, straighten through the left. Reach that left hand up towards the ceiling. Exhale and lower. Great, once more to either side, bend into the left knee, reach up with the right hand. Exhale and lower. Right hand down, bend into the right knee, reach up with the left. Exhale and lower. Fab. Coming into your forward fold again. If you want, taking hold around the back of the leg, see if you can draw the body a little closer in. And then a nice bend in the knees. Inhale, take the arms out and up, draw yourself all the way back up to standing. Exhale, hands down to prayer in front of the heart. Lovely. So we're going to turn towards the front of the mat. Ready for our first warrior pose. So Virabhadrasana 1. We're standing with our feet hip distance apart, and you're going to keep that gap between the feet as you step back with your left foot. So nice big step back. Now if you've stepped back and you've accidentally ended up all in one straight line, you probably feel a bit wobbly, so make sure you've still got that gap between the feet. We want our hips square towards the front of the mat. So take your time, have a good wriggle around, bending into the right knee. As much as you can, try and turn those hips towards the front of the mat. Back foot is at around about 45 degrees, but if you need to turn it in a little bit more to get those hips round, then do. Think about drawing that right hip crease back, bending into the right knee, tuck the tailbone under slightly so you're lifting up through the upper body, and then hands into prayer in front of the heart. We're trying to press through that back heel. It should feel nice and strong through the legs, getting a bit of a calf stretch, feeling your right thigh working as you bend into that knee, feeling your core muscles working as you tuck that tailbone under, lift up through the upper body, shoulders down away from the ears. Lovely. So from here, we're going to see if we can shift towards warrior 3, which is a bit of a balance. So we're going to lift the back heel, turn that back foot. Now you can take a few steps in, or you can just press through the foot and see if you can float that back leg up. So right leg, the supporting leg, doesn't have to be dead straight. You can have a good bend in the knee. And starting to bring the weight forwards towards warrior 3. Think about dropping the left hip so you're not lifting that hip. You're keeping the hips as level as you can. And keep breathing. And then a good bend in the knee. Lower that back foot down, back heel down, finding your warrior 1 again. And then stepping forwards. Fantastic. So we'll go on the other side. Take a moment, realign everything. We're going to step back with our right foot this time. So nice big step, finding that warrior one. So wriggle the feet around, hips squared towards the front, bending into that left knee. It might feel different one side to the other, that's quite normal. Tuck the tailbone, lift up through the upper body. Think about sending the heart forward. So we want the shoulders down and back, opening out through the chest. And then we're going to shift forwards for warrior three. So lift the back heel, turn the back foot. Either take a few steps or press through that foot as you float forwards towards warrior three. So toes turn down towards the mat, hips as level as they can be. Find length, so a nice straight line if you can from the heel to the head. And then we'll bend into that knee, lower the back toes, lower the back heel, find your warrior one first, and then stepping forwards, back to Tadasana. Allow the body to settle, allow the breath to settle. And then when you feel ready, we're going to step back with the left foot again for warrior one. So find that warrior one position. Maybe it's easier this time now that you've got that muscle memory. And this time we'll see if we can take the arms out and up. So shoulders down away from the ears, palms facing. Really push through that back foot. Don't let the back leg get lazy. And then we're going to shift forwards for warrior three. Lift the back heel, turn the back foot. Send that weight forward. Find your balance in warrior three. If it feels better having the arms down either on the hips or back in prayer, feel free to return to that. And then bend into the supporting leg. Back toes down, back heel down. Find your warrior one again. And then hands to prayer as you step forwards into Tadasana. Lovely. If there's any wobbles in warrior three, don't worry, just go with them. Embrace the wobbles. When you're ready, we're going to step back with our right foot. Warrior one. Hips facing front, bend into that left knee. Taking the arms out and up. Palms facing, shoulders down. Great, we'll lift that back heel, turn the back foot, shifting your weight forward, toes pointing down towards the mat, reach all the way from the fingertips to your heel, and then bend into the supporting leg, back toes down, back heel down, find that warrior one, and then hands to prayer, and stepping forward to Tadasana. Fab. Again, take a moment, let the breath settle, let the body settle. And then when you're ready, we're going to turn towards the long edge of the mat, ready for our warrior two. So for warrior two, we want to take a nice big step out, legs about a leg length apart. It'll vary according to each person, so you can have a good wriggle around. We're going to start turning out our right toes. So right toes are facing the short edge of the mat. Left toes are facing the long edge of the mat. Hips facing the long edge of the mat. And then we're bending into that right knee. Now be careful not to let your right knee roll in towards the center line, so keep pressing back with that right leg. Have a good wriggle around, so we want to aim towards a straight line between front knee and ankle. Pushing into the outside edge of that back foot, so you're lifting the instep. And then once the feet feel okay, bringing the arms up, shoulder height, palms facing down, into warrior two. You might want to check in with your back arm, make sure it's going in a nice straight line. From here, we're going to straighten through that right leg, draw the hands together above the crown with an inhale. With an exhale, bend into the knee again, warrior two. So inhale, coming up, drawing the hands together. Exhale, sinking into warrior two. And we'll do that 3 more times. So inhale, coming up. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Great. I've lost count. Let's do another one for good measure. Inhale, coming up. And exhale. Great. We're going to go into reverse warrior. So lowering the left hand onto the left leg. Right arm comes up and over, looking underneath that right arm. Keep bending into the right knee. You should feel a nice stretch through the right side of the body. Inhale, come back through warrior two. And then we'll go into extended side angle. So right elbow going down onto the right knee. Left arm comes up and over. Try and keep the shoulders down away from the ears. You can look ahead or you can look underneath that arm. With an inhale, we'll come back through warrior two. We'll take a nice breath here in warrior two. And then straighten through the right leg. Turn the feet to parallel, hands down on the hips, a little bend in the knees, and we'll fold forward. So control that movement down, navel drawn in. Hands can stay on the hips and you can stay at halfway, or you can release the hands down onto the mat. Again, weight slightly forwards towards the toes. Think about lengthening the crown of the head down towards the mat. As you do that though, try and draw the shoulders back up away from the ears. Fantastic. Hands onto hips. Inhale, lengthen up, draw yourself all the way up to standing. Ready to go on the other side. So we'll turn the left toes out, right toes facing the long edge of the mat, left toes facing the short edge of the mat. And we're going to bend into that left knee. So wriggle around if you need to. Find the best warrior two for you. Bringing the arms up. Shoulders down, palms facing down, looking over that left hand. So again, with our inhale, we're going to straighten through the leg, bring the hands together above the crown. Exhale, sinking into warrior two. Inhale, straightening, coming up. Exhale, warrior two. 3 more. I'll try and keep count this time. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Lovely. Holding that warrior two. Turn the left palm to face up, lower the right hand onto the right leg, left arm comes up and over. Reverse warrior, find that stretch through the left side of the body. Inhale, coming back through warrior two, shoulders down. Into extended side angle, bring the left elbow onto the left knee, right arm up and over. Looking underneath that right arm. Fab. Inhale, come back, warrior two. One nice breath here. And then straighten through the leg. Feet to parallel, hands on hips. Little bend in the knees, hinging forward. Release the hands down onto the mat. Or stay with that halfway if that's better. With an inhale, we'll walk the hands forward, lifting the gaze, lengthening through the spine. And then the exhale, walk the hands back through center. And then you can always walk the hands behind you, drawing the body a little closer in. Great. And then hands coming back to center. We're going to have left hand down between the feet, reach up with the right. Exhale and lower. Right hand down, reach up with the left. Exhale and lower. Walk the hands over towards the right leg. Draw the body a little closer in towards that right leg. Coming back through center, walking the hands over to the left leg. Draw the body in towards that left leg. Inhale, center. Hands onto the hips. Inhale, lengthen up. Draw yourself all the way up to standing. Heel toe the feet in. And give the legs a bit of a wriggle. Fantastic. So, hopefully after that you're feeling nice and strong. Feeling like a yogic warrior, so a peaceful warrior. Thank you for joining me in this practice. I hopefully see you again soon. Om Shanti.